everybody, Darian with Dare to Cook, here to do a dinner recipe video. So for dinner tonight, I'm gonna be making some hamburgers, and I'll tell you what, my partner loves my hamburgers. Normally, I will make them with steak and I'll grind that up into the hamburger meat itself. But tonight I am working with just some pre-ground beef from Costco, and I'm going to doctor it up really good. I'm gonna put some diced onions into the hamburger mixture, as well as some chopped up cooked bacon. And I'm gonna season it up really good. So I'm super excited to take you along the process, and I hope you enjoy it. All right, so I've got all my ingredients gathered. I've got a package of ground beef from Costco. I've got salt and pepper, some Worcestershire sauce, some minced garlic. I've got some bacon that I cooked up for breakfast a couple days ago. And then I've got a white onion that I'm gonna chop up as well and put in the mixture. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything prepped, and I'll take you along for the ride. Okay, so I've got my bacon here, and I'm gonna chop this up. I love wearing latex or just gloves while preparing food, because I hate constantly having to wash my hands, especially when it comes to handling raw meat and stuff. So I just like to keep a box of nitrile gloves and change those out as often as I need to. Okay, so I went ahead, chopped this up really finely, almost like bacon bit size, and I'm just gonna move this over to a spare bowl. Shout out my bench scraper, the #1 employee in my kitchen. Been used and abused for many years. Now I'm gonna take my yellow onion, chop that up into bite-sized pieces as well, so that it can incorporate really well into that hamburger mixture. All right, so I'm gonna start dicing my onion. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. We're not being graded on presentation here, guys. One thing that would be really good as an alternative if you are on a tighter budget, you can use dehydrated onions from the seasoning section in your hamburger mixture, as well as just some bacon bits. So that would be a really good way to get some of that really yummy flavor without having to break the bank, because my goodness, do I know how hard times are right now. And it's all about getting the best food for your budget. So I'm just gonna break these up now, make them into smaller pieces. They're about yay big. So break those up real nice, and I will put those aside as well. So I've got my bowl here that I'm gonna use to put my ground beef, my bacon bits, my onion chunks, and all my seasonings into. So once I get this all filled up, I'm gonna go ahead and mix that by hand. Okay, so now we're going in with our bacon bits. Put in a couple dashes of Worcestershire sauce. One thing about me, I really do like to measure with my heart, which I know not a lot of people like that. So I'll try to be a little accurate. So that was about a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce, about half a teaspoon of salt, about half a teaspoon of pepper, and I'm gonna put in a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, which equates to about 2 cloves of garlic if you're chopping it by hand. So I'm gonna go in with my 2 teaspoons or so of minced garlic. Then I'm gonna give this a really nice mix so that everything is well incorporated. My hamburger mixture is all incorporated. I've got enough meat here to make probably 6 really good sized burgers. It is just my partner and I at our house. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is form these up, and then I'll end up cooking, what's today? Today's Tuesday. I'll probably only end up cooking 3 of them, because Wednesdays my partner's work caters lunch, so I don't have to make sure that there's enough leftovers for him to eat lunch the following day. So I will save 3 and freeze them for another time. Hi everybody, so it's been a couple hours since I did the prep for the burger patties, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these cooked now. I like to cook my burgers to a medium rare, just so that they're cooked all the way through. And I'm gonna try, I think, to go a little more on the medium size since I have some add-ins like the bacon and the onions in there. So I'll go ahead and get these cooked and put them together for you. Unfortunately, after I made the burgers last night, none of my audio and video saved, so I went ahead and made one for lunch today, and it was delicious. I hope you all enjoy the recipe.